Hello there, welcome to Fulcrum of the Force. I'm Jim, this is my channel dedicated to everything Star Wars. From Padawan Outpost, once again, head over there, use Fulcrum for 5% off your order. This one is very exciting because it's from the Ahsoka show, and it is the, what would you call it? See, I would always go with Dark Jedi, or he's definitely not a grey Jedi. But I would say, like, Sith Light character, Baylan Skoll. And here it is. It's a very, very cool saber. This particular one is the weathered version from Padawan Outpost. They do this one, and then they do the standard version, which is a lot more chromey, a lot more silver. I like both versions, I'll be honest. I think this one might be slightly on the dark side for my particular taste. It's just my taste. But it's a very cool looking lightsaber. Do you know what? It's very simple, but very interesting at the same time. Because, like, you've got a standard pommel there with a D-ring. That's like a very... what would you call it? Like maybe not a Qui-Gon grip, but a grip that you'd expect on a lightsaber. Then you've got some interesting detailing around here. Then you've got kind of like this mini Suba here, which kind of stops your hand and holds it there, which is quite nice because when you're holding it, you've got a lot of space between there and the emitter. And then the emitter is very interesting with some of these cutouts and the button, which is actually the button is the button. And then you got this very cool emitter, which I'm a bit of a big fan of. You've got these little jagged outcroppings or wings if you want, but only on one side. Like you'd expect them to go all the way around, but they don't. And I like that. And then they kind of finish up here, almost like a crown, I suppose. I don't know. It's very cool though. It's very interesting, very detailed and simple yet detailed. I like that. This, like all the other, this is a Xeno V3 saber. This, like all the others at the moment, are becoming super easy to access. You literally unscrew the pommel and there's your core there, your switch, your battery charge point there, your SD card. Like, everything is becoming so super simple, more simple than before, and I really like that. I think it really helps people get into this hobby and get involved and start playing about with like sound fonts and stuff because you have such easy access to everything. And I think that's very cool. It's a very cool thing. Obviously, this is V3, so it is controlled by the app. I keep saying it. There will be a video of how to use the app coming up very, very soon and how to use your V3 saber across the board. But let's go ahead and get a blade in and see what this bad boy looks like. So here we have it with the blade in. Now, what I have noticed recently is a lot more sabers are coming with the 7/8 inch blade, which is still so hard to say, but the smaller blade rather than the 1 inch blade. As standard, it is becoming more and more like the thing. And do you know what? I love it. I personally think the thinner blade looks way better as a lightsaber, because the way the light gleams off it, it kind of stops you really seeing the blade itself as much. I think just by bringing that down ever so slightly, it makes it look nicer. So I think, you know, the more I play with the thinner ones, the nicer they are looking. Obviously, I don't think I would ever duel with a thin blade because that would be bad. But let's turn this on and have a look, see. Woo! Do you see what I mean, though? Do you see what I mean? Just with the, like, slightly thinner blade, just kind of makes it a little bit more... There's no room to do this. A little bit more lightsaber-y. Obviously, this is in orange. I made it the correct colour, because, of course. I love the fact that they had orange blades. I think it's very cool, very different, very intriguing. But look how nice that looks with the blade in. Like, how these little parts, like, sort of almost grip the blade, it looks like. But yeah, it's nice. Very nice. Wow. So like I said, this is Xeno V3, so
New Horizon.
there are different... Yeah, I'm not sure it works in that colour. It'll work in red.
The Dark Sword. The Assassin.
Yeah, it's definitely going to work in red. Look at that. Very dark side. But, as I said, Baylan, not necessarily dark side. Somewhere
The Knight.
dark adjacent. Not dark side, dark adjacent. That looks nice. Kylo Ren there.
Wanderer.
Okay. Purple. Purple. I'm a little, obviously, have an affinity towards purple.
The Protector.
Not bad in blue. I don't know.
The Dark Empress. The Sun.
Cool in green. Very cool in green. Although, I would say that I think green is my favourite lightsaber colour. But yeah, very cool. Very nice looking saber. Feels good in the hand. Like, there is nothing in the way there at all. So, like, even if you're going all the way up here to spin, you've kind of got this little bit of support at the bottom. Gonna turn my chair around that way. Way easy there, fella. So yeah, Baylan Skoll's lightsaber, very nice, very cool. Like I said, the two different versions. This is the weathered one. There is a clean version too. Tell me which one you prefer when looking at them. Is it this one, the darker one, or the lighter one? I don't know. I like them both. But yeah, that's it for this video. We've got more stuff coming up. I do have Shin Hati's lightsaber to follow on from this one, because you gotta have both. You gotta check them both out. You know, you can't have one without the other. Always two there are, a master and apprentice. Did you notice that she has a Padawan braid? Dark side adjacent, all I'm saying. Anyway, until next time, don't forget, we are one with the Force, and the Force is with us.